Twitch wasn't working, so YouTube is the backup. How does this mean scheduled? I'm literally live now. Scheduled my ass. Right, here we are. Mercedes, the regime. We are top of the constructors right now by only 1 point, and we have done we've only done the Bahrain Grand Prix and the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and as a just a quick catch up on what happened in that race. Okay, wait, right, so I'll just take you a quick run through what we're looking at. So I bought F1 2022 on release. I skipped 23 because it was ass, and I'm probably going to buy 24. So right, so I've still got Lewis Hamilton, still got George Russell, and 2 race engineers. I've got Oscar Piastri as our reserve driver, and he is actually really good in pace. His cornering is 90, braking 93, reactions 90. That's pretty much up there with like top level F1 drivers. His other stats are totally useless, like 49 smoothness, 59 adaptability. But I think he could still be a good Hamilton replacement once Lewis retires, and he probably will at the end of the season. I have obviously 2 race engineers. Mercedes have the best of them, so there we go. 95 rated Bono. That's what you want to see. Bono is arguably the best engineer in F1. Maybe there's also GP, but he's rated quite low in this game. It's probably rated a little bit higher in the newest version. Right, I'll pick crew management because need those pit stops as fast as we can. Enrico Balbo. Now this is a guy I poached from Red Bull recently, and he has got pretty much strong stats in everything. We'll go low speed downforce. Feel like we could use some of that. And Enrico Cardile. Idstasiva. Are you Umka's friend? Wait, no, wait. Oh, wait, no. Carnage is... No, wait. Oh, my God. I got tricked there. I got tricked there. Hello, Shadow Menace. I forgot what your YouTube was, and now I remember it. Oh, that's a funny one. You baited me, man. You actually baited me. Wow. That's caught in 4K. But seriously, I don't know what I'm not used to that situation, so I got real confused when I got DM'd that. So anyway, anything else? I'm tired of playing F1 23, especially that the new game's out, but I can't buy it because I'm not going to buy it on our PS4, and I'm waiting on a PC. So let's just continue on to the next race weekend, which is Australia in Albert Park. Side pods, low stock. Go to warehouse. I haven't even got a new... I have a side pod design coming in for the next race, don't I? So I don't see why I need to manufacture anymore. Okay, so we just continue. I think the design is complete on Tuesday 2nd, but the issue with that is we won't have time to manufacture the design before the Australian Grand Prix. So race simulator back to full working order. Don't know, don't care. Monthly car performance report. Okay, so this is good. We are best at low speed corners. High speed corners is the weakness, but under the DRS we're very quick. brake cooling and engine cooling were pretty much back markers, but overall we haven't got a bad car. We've got definitely a car that could win a championship. Oh, Russell's gearbox and Russell's engine. Russell crashed in the last race, so it makes sense that there's been a few damaged car parts from that. Right, design complete. Side pods. My side pods upgrade. Right, so the first side pods are gonna come at 9 days. I'll have to emergency manufacture 2 of them just to make sure Hamilton and Russell both get the car upgrades for the next race. But that's super expensive to have it done in 0 days. So, and then the next side pods we can just gradually build in over the next few races, because obviously we need a couple spares in case any of them have a crash during practice or during qualifying. Alright, boardroom poor condition. Just get that back up. Hello, welcome in. And 3 days to the race weekend. We'll just skip through and we should have our upgraded side pod design as well for this. I don't know if Red Bull have brought any upgrades, but we're about to find out how quick I'll be. Race prep. Now this is something I do need to know because I've got the performance targets done. Expected strategies. Softs are totally useless in Australia in races. As you can see, the tyre deg's twice the amount of the mediums, and it's either 1 stop or 2 stop. I think I could probably manage a 1 stop because I'm usually good at managing the pace without losing places, and we do have 2 very, very world-class drivers to do it when they're not crashing. Into our 3rd round of the season, and this is a good chance to extend our advantage to Red Bull in the constructors. There aren't too many low speed corners around this place though. Actually there is. Turn 3, turn 4, and sector 3 is all low speed, but there's a few high speed corners as well where we're gonna lose out. This game has it listed as only 3 low speed sections and a lot of high speed corners. That's not good for our car because we're actually only the 4th best car in high speed, but we're the fastest in low speed. Okay, so here's the menu for practice, and the way I get Oscar Piastri trained up is I bench Hamilton for FP1 every time, and we don't need to practice, we can go straight to quali because practice is just about getting the setup in, but the default practice does a decent job of getting you a working setup. So
here we are, back for more Formula 1 action as we prepare for qualifying. Drivers will no doubt be constantly pushing to secure a good starting place in tomorrow's race. Of course, all it takes is one momentary lapse of concentration and they can find themselves at the back of tomorrow's grid. There are always risks to be taken, but can they afford not to?
Car parts missing. Oh, his gearbox is done. Gearbox is done, and we're only 3 rounds in. We are definitely taking grid penalties later on. That's not good to lose an engine this early either. Hamilton's engine's looking fine. We'll replace the gearbox though, because that's probably a risk for the race. Did Russell even get in any laps during practice? He somehow got 37, 34 and 31 laps with a broken gearbox. I find that a bit hard to believe, but this game can be itself. Oh my god. Right. Great. And need to get into the setup window. Right, oversteer is pretty close to what it can get. Traction can be like that. There we go, good enough. Aha. I'm trying to figure the setup thing out, but it's tough. Traction seems to be a lost cause though. I think that's... yeah, that's good enough. Nope, but now the oversteer's done. Right, I give up. That's all I'm going to do for Hamilton. And now for Russell, just before we get into quali real quick. Fix the oversteer, of course. Don't want that to be low. Braking stability, up that. And that seems about right. For quali, we can... I want to actually save 2 mediums for the race, because it could be a 2-stop strategy with the medium, hard, medium. So I will save a set, and we don't need to go out this early. I think we can get through Q1 on only 1 set of softs. So we're just going to speed this up until we get to about 8 minute 40, and then we'll be able to send both our cars out. So the lap times are looking 1:18.1's pretty slow, and we'll see more representative times from Max Verstappen going fastest with a 17.6. I think we'll be within a few tenths of that time. We'll be going out on fresh softs because it's Q1, so we should be up there with the Red Bull pace, but Ferrari have also been looking pretty quick recently. Hamilton will be exiting the pit lane now, and we'll just follow Russell in just behind and get them through, and we'll just watch from high speed. If we want to watch any of their laps, we can. Hamilton going through turn 3 now. We'll compare their sector times at the end of it. Let's just speed this up and get them through to the end of sector 1. Hamilton driving pretty smoothly. 26.1 versus a 26.1, and they're only separated by 0.02 of a second, Hamilton and Russell, and we'll be actually the last 2 cars to set our banker run, because Charles Leclerc is ahead on the track, it seems, and I think he'll be getting his first run first. There's an Aston Martin there. Oh, he's done a bad job there. 19.2, 19.2 there. They have matched each other in sector 2, but Hamilton got impeded by that Aston Martin, so he'll probably lose a bit of time from that. Whether he'll be safe enough to make it through. Hamilton crossing the line now, and what's the lap time going to be? 32.4 final sector, P4, that's good enough. 32.2, and that shows the impeding there, because Hamilton losing 0.2, and Russell is within 100th of Max Verstappen's time, and that's all we need to get through Q1. Tyres after 1 run, already really worn. The only track where you see this level of tyre wear in this game is Texas for the soft tyres. 80% gone already.
So that's it for the session.
Yeah, we'll be easily safe. Verstappen barely improved his time. Still 0.03 of a second away. So we are where we need to be in terms of pace at the moment. And we'll see if that pace sticks for Q2 and Q3. I'm going to go second run on a used set, because I don't want to waste 2 new sets to make it through Q2. Q3 is the all-important session where we have to hook this one up.
Please give us a radio check on the backup radio.
Yep.
They have a backup radio. Didn't know that, but apparently the backup radio works fine. It doesn't really work for others, though. Like Bottas in real life, I remember there was a race in Austria where he tried to use the backup radio and it just sounded like complete alien language. Glad to see the backup radio works in this game. Right, first runs won't be necessary to watch because it's going to be a fairly slow time. Hamilton might hold up Verstappen at the end of his lap, actually, because he has got Verstappen on presumably new tyres behind him, but not really. Hamilton crossed the line. He's only 0.2 behind, and Russell only 0.2 behind. And if Verstappen did that first run on a new set, then that's really, really good pace by our cars at the moment. I'll send them out on another run on the same tyres. They're going to be super worn now, but I think it's better than just keeping them in the garage doing nothing. So we'll be safely through to Q3 with that banker time. Cars have crashed. Anyone out of the session? Nope. Seems that everyone survived.
Sounds like there's been contact. Let's take a closer look. So let's look at this. There's Sergio Perez.
Oh my god. That's what happens when you
no!
impede.
And there's the crash. Mark my words, there'll be questions asked about that later.
Who's got a grid penalty? It says been confirmed they got a grid pen. If it's Perez, that's useful because Perez is one of our rivals. It doesn't say. And Hamilton can't improve his time even after the impeding. So Hamilton, oh wait, no, impeding was in Q1. So they are only 1,000th of a second, and that should be perfectly safe to make it through to Q3. Shadow Menace has a new YouTube. I didn't know that. She found a better option. Yeah, that's funny.
We've had a crash.
Preferably one that doesn't have a history of losing to a red flag and then being the red flag is all I'm gonna say. I'm on a public stream. Rabbit blanked, hello mate. It's just streaming some F1 Manager at the moment. Nice to see you here. I still remember you as Luke West. Rabbit blanked. I'll get used to that eventually, but you always be Luke West from season 1. Right. Q3 to go. And we can get me... Yeah, you could call me Luke. It's nice. Right. I'll wait until about 8:40 to send both cars out for Q3. I should call myself Luke on Discord, to be fair. I think you should. You had that Luke West Discord account, but I saw recently that that account's deleted now, and you changed it to Rabbit Blank. I thought you just had an identity change, but if you want Luke back, huh, that would be solid. Russell goes P3, Hamilton goes P4. That's a good first run, but it did look like they might have hit some traffic. So we're going to send them out as late as we can for this final run. I think the latest we can go is about 2:05. And we'll just wait out the time. All the AI cars don't optimize their times, so they always go out a bit too early. Yeah, I just quit for a bit, and then my Xbox account was called Rabbit, so I kept it the same. Okay. That makes sense. Welcome back to Sim Racing. F1 24 is upon us. I have not bought the game yet because I'm waiting for a PC to buy it because I don't want to play another game on a PS4. Hamilton will make it to the line easily. I'm not sure about Russell though. Russell might not make it. I'll keep my eyes peeled for that. 12 seconds to the line. Is Russell going to make it? Yep, he does. I've timed that pretty much perfectly. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's cheaper on Steam too. Yeah, always nice to get a little discount on a £70 game. Hopefully I can knock off like 10 quid or something from that. Because EA obviously made their games overpriced. The game used to be £50 when it was F1 2020, F1 2021 run exclusively by Codemasters. But ever since EA took over, they put F1 22 at 60, F1 23 at 70, and now F1 24 is at 70 as well. Your friend got Champions Edition for 60 quid. Champions Edition being cheaper than normal edition. That's a strange one. I heard K5 did that as well. Apparently somehow Champions Edition had a sale on for him that made it cheaper than normal. That's a strange one. Maybe they just want... Maybe EA just wanted, I don't know, people on the game faster. Hamilton up to the front row. Only 200ths off pole position. And can Russell join him on the front row? Is he going to take pole away from Verstappen? Let's see. He hasn't improved in Sector 1. Improved in Sector 2. And he goes up to P3. And he is right there with Hamilton. Only 200ths separating our two drivers, but Verstappen a little bit too quick for us. That's our best quali of the season. In Bahrain, I think we were P4 and P6. In Saudi Arabia, we were P4 and P5. So P2 and P3, that's a very, very good way to go.
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
We still did win the first race with Russell after Hamilton got crashed into, because we pulled off a nice strategy under the safety car by not boxing while all the other AI boxed, and since I saved my tyres really well, then I was able to do a nice overcut on the AI. And Saudi Arabia with Hamilton, there was 2 red flags, one of them for Leclerc crashing, one of them for Russell crashing, and I managed to win with Hamilton by only 200ths because I kept a set of fresh softs when all the AI were on used softs, and that gave me the stint advantage for the early stage. That helped me get away. Eventually Verstappen caught up with a faster car pace, but Hamilton had good enough defending to hold him off. I'll go start on mediums with both of them on a 2-stop strategy, because I think a 1-stop is going to be a little hard to do. I'm hoping both our drivers can jump Verstappen the way they did in real life in 2023.
Brace yourselves for the
5 red
Australian
lights
Grand
for the
Prix.
Australian Grand Prix.
And it's lights out.
And we go,
And
racing
away
in
we
Melbourne.
go.
Oh my god, the starlights didn't even go off, but the drivers went anyway. Verstappen got a great start, and Russell's actually jumped Hamilton, so we're not going to take the lead off Max just yet. Hamilton down to 3rd. I don't want them two battling each other, so I'll take Hamilton's... No, Hamilton needs that power though. He might go for it on Verstappen. They're getting close, but it looks like my drivers are exclusively focused on each other. So I don't think we're going to get Verstappen at this stage. So I'll just turn all of them down. Who's going to come out in front though? Hamilton or Russell? This is a pretty nice battle between them two. We'll watch it from the POV of Carlos Sainz. Any of them going for the attack on Verstappen? No. And Russell gets ahead of Hamilton. And now I don't want any more battling, so don't fight him, mate. And we're going to turn Hamilton's tyres down. And what we want to do is, I want to keep both cars within DRS of Verstappen, and I want to build a tyre advantage over him, because right now Russell's got slightly more tyre wear than Verstappen, and Hamilton's on equal tyre wear. What I want to do is, over the stint, build out fresher and fresher tyres, so that when Verstappen boxes, we can pump in some ultra fast quali laps essentially, and maybe overcut him or build a tyre delta and overtake him at the end with much fresher tyres. So Russell will continue to follow, and they're both doing a pretty good job of staying to the car in front. I'm hoping we can drop the Ferraris.
DRS has been enabled.
Right. Oh, we couldn't drop the Ferrari of Sainz though. Hamilton is in battle with him. Russell still within DRS of Verstappen, exactly as I wanted it to be.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
No, they didn't. Hamilton's coming back at Sainz around the outside. They've both got DRS. It's going to be outside v inside. Hamilton versus Sainz. Sainz is going to get ahead here, and our strategy has not worked at all, trying to keep them on light. Hamilton's still trying to fight this back. He can send it down the inside into turn 13, and now turn 14 around the outside. And Hamilton may need a little bit of battery benefit, because he's been in battle with Sainz for like half a lap now. And Verstappen has been overtaken for the lead as well. Russell has got the lead from Verstappen, and Hamilton's defending off of Sainz. So we went from P2 and P4 to P1 and P3.
Gained for Mercedes.
Now I know we can't get away with Russell right now. Verstappen is not that slow, so I am going to put him on conserve mode, knowing full well we're about to lose that position. So we'll just ride on board like this, and Verstappen will repass him, but that's not the point. The point is we want to save the tyres. Verstappen actually couldn't overtake him just now. He might try this time. Verstappen round the outside. Verstappen into the lead. Now we'll... I want to be behind Verstappen at the moment to save our tyres. There's no getting away from Sainz, it seems. Sainz is too close. It's an entire DRS train going down to P10 actually. And Russell now on the outside, on the straight, gets past. And Hamilton's going for it. Verstappen! Oh, they've crashed! Hamilton and Verstappen have crashed! Oh, Hamilton tried it down the inside of Verstappen, and Hamilton has crashed into the Red Bull. Whoa! This is... Oh my god!
More than one car.
Oh my god!
Let's have a look.
Let's
now
screen record that.
Lewis Hamilton involved
Hamilton
in this
tried
one.
to send it down the inside, and nope, it doesn't even want to show it. But that was crazy. And now our driver's got major front wing damage, and is the race carrying on as normal? Yeah, it is, it is. Back to green flags already. I thought there was a VSC. And Hamilton gets a 10-second time penalty for that collision with Verstappen. And our race strategy is looking pretty awful now, because Hamilton has lost his front wing and he needs to pit this lap. So replace the front wing. That's so unfortunate, and Hamilton is going to be limping back to the pit lane. Russell now leads this race, and I want to break away from Sainz, but I don't think we can, so I'm going to just hang back and see how things go. Hamilton pushing all the way to the pit lane, and he is going to be trundling around with damage. And he has... Where's Verstappen gone to?
Fuel now.
Verstappen down to P13. So, let's see. Hamilton into the pit lane for hard tyres. That should hopefully take him a long way. Now, Carlos Sainz is going for it on George Russell. Around the outside of our Mercedes. Russell tries to hang this out. Russell, can he get the place? I don't want him to get the place, actually. I'm fine with Sainz being there on the same tyre as us. Charles Leclerc on the mediums. Actually, everyone's on the mediums, so there is no offset strategy that we have to watch out for. It is going to be as simple as planning a two-stop, but trying to eke this out to a one-stop race. And the way we do that is we drive as slowly as we can get away with up front. Now, what we need to do with Hamilton is plot our next pit stop. Because of his damage from a contact with Verstappen, we are going to have to pit him an awful lot earlier than we would have wanted. So I'm going to box him at around here. But we are going to have to manage these tyres a lot more than I wanted to. So we are just going to leave him on normal, and he can gradually make his way back to pack. Verstappen also pitted at the end of that lap, I think. Verstappen, is he on fresher tyres now? Yes, he is. He's onto a fresh set of hards, but I think the difference here is he didn't need to pit for a new front wing. Maybe he had some other damage, or maybe he did have front wing damage, but either way, Verstappen has overtaken Hamilton on the track.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
I don't care. I just want to preserve the tyre life. And so far we're doing that. We've got 2% advantage on them right now. It doesn't sound like a lot, but over a stint that's going to increase. Charles Leclerc down the inside of Russell. I don't mind if... Nah, actually I need to stay within DRS of Sainz as the second place car. And Leclerc could be a big hole in those plans. Russell trying to go for it with Sainz. He hasn't quite managed to get him, but he'll go for it into turn 3. It's non-stop battling. Leclerc down the inside of Russell. Russell might lose another place. And now, around the outside, Australia's DRS zones really make it so easy to overtake, and we have lost another position.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Now, the Alpine Gasly shouldn't be making this place up, I don't think, because he's even slower than the Ferrari cars. But a thing about them is they could be at a risk of a double stack if we get a nicely timed safety car, which guarantees us the place over at least one of the cars. So Ferraris will be dragging each other along. We have Pierre Gasly in the background. I'm going to turn our mode down even further, because I just want to make sure we are going to be on a one-stop. I originally set the race plan to be a two-stop, but two-stop only works if you can get away from them in the first stint. and at this stage I can't, so I will just settle on trying a one-stop. Russell gaining, Russell gaining. Russell not making up the position at the moment. Russell P3, Gasly P4. Russell on full conserve mode now, but the DRS zones will keep him in the fight. Right, we can even save fuel if we want to. Gasly's going to be really close to overtaking Russell though. Perez and Albon could join this fight behind. What I'm gambling on right now is that P5 does not get within DRS of our P4 car. So we'll watch Gasly try get past Russell, but at this stage he looks to have them covered. We'll push Russell a bit when we need to, just to keep to our DRS gap. Because as soon as we lose DRS, it's really difficult to get DRS back without losing your tyres. So that's the plan with Russell. Gasly following Russell close behind. And Gasly might try and move on the inside. He's getting closer. Russell's pit window is in 1 lap, but I'm not going to box when we get to it, because I'm on a one-stop strategy now. Russell stays ahead of Gasly, but Gasly is putting the pressure on. We are still trying to conserve these tyres. Let's see how we're doing. Russell's 75%, while the cars around us have way less. So this is exactly what my strategy is. I think I might harvest. We don't need to harvest battery, do we? But I'll go harvest mode for Sector 3, just so we have a full pack for when they pit. Russell going defensive when he doesn't need to. That's pretty realistic. He does that in real life as well. Okay. Make sure we don't use up any more battery. Now, Gasly's getting closer. Gasly getting closer. 2 Ferraris. Preoccupied with battling each other at the moment. We're just making sure that he doesn't get overtaken into turn 3. Now, we don't necessarily need to harvest.
Keep the delta negative.
Covered.
Okay, and there we go. Now the battery pack is confirmed to be full for when we need it. Verstappen's gained a lot of time on Tsunoda in P19, P20, and Hamilton 10 seconds back. He has lost a little bit of time to Verstappen. He doesn't have any other damage from that collision,
Please increase lift and coast.
He isn't showing very good pace at the moment. Just for anyone who missed it, Hamilton and Verstappen were P1 and P2. Hamilton dived down the inside of Verstappen to try and make up a place, but he ended up colliding with him and had to change his front wing. And now I know why he ended up behind Verstappen. Hamilton got a 10-second time penalty for a collision with Verstappen at turn 1. The replays didn't do a good job of showing it, but it will be on the stream to see afterwards. So Leclerc and Sainz are not really putting up good teamwork at the moment. It does seem like a classic Ferrari thing to not have good teamwork going on. Someone needs to be on the radio saying, Carlos is faster than you. Because they're just battling each other at the moment, and Sainz seems to be stuck behind his teammate. And Russell is doing a great job of staying within DRS, even though I have put him on the lowest possible settings. And Gasly and the Alpine can't get past. Here's the beautiful thing about managing tyres. When done right, it becomes easier and easier over the stint to manage them, because as you conserve, your tyres will be fresher than them, which makes it easier to conserve because your tyres will naturally have more pace, which means when you conserve, you won't lose as much time, and that's a positive feedback loop. So you can just keep on doing conserves whilst keeping the pace up, because your rivals will be burning out their tyres faster than you. In this game, you always want to be slow at the start of a stint and faster at the end of the stint. I learned that the hard way when I tried to pull away from the field by going full attack mode with Hamilton in Jeddah. But once I settled on a gap, they just closed back up because they have better tyres now. Leclerc into the pit lane on he still has a lot of tyre life to be pitting. That's not the smartest move from the AI. We will switch the strategy, and as you can see from that tyre graph, we are way ahead of target right now for projected tyre wear. If we can extend this stint out, then we can definitely make up some places. But I want these guys to stay out for as long as possible, because I want their DRS. Because problem is, once Russell gets into free air, we're going to have to push him. And I'm fine with doing that, but it's much easier if I just sit back behind another driver and save all my tyres and everything. So, okay. Is Russell within DRS? Yes, he is. Carlos Sainz has not boxed. He might be on a one-stop strategy, actually. Who knows? But if we conserve everything we've got, Russell's going to go for the lead. Sector 1, yellow flags.
Yellow at 15.
That could be a safety car or something. Not the moment.
Spun out.
That's just Perez. Both Red Bulls are having a nightmare. Perez because he spun on his own, and Verstappen because our car took him out. Gasly still following. His soft tyres do not look good on that right hand side. They look all grained up and pretty awful at the moment. Leclerc now has free air to chase after our cars. We're saving. Just saving until the moment comes where we can release everything and go full attack mode. I don't need to go full attack mode right now though. Russell trying around the outside. I don't want to lose too much time to Leclerc. Leclerc is on fresh hards, so the gap is at 20.8 seconds, but I'm wondering if feeding DRS is giving our cars a little boost compared to Leclerc, because Sainz ahead does not have DRS, but our pace is being limited by Sainz, so I'm not exactly sure if we're gaining or not on him. So if we box now, do we come out ahead of Leclerc? That is the question. No, we come out P4, which is behind Charles Leclerc, but ahead of Lando Norris. And ahead of Lando Norris is fine by me, but McLaren aren't very quick on this game, or on my save. Russell takes the lead ahead of Sainz, so it looks like Sainz's tyres might be starting to go off.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
What's his tyres at? 56. Gasly's at 52. So really horrible tyre wear for the Alpines at the moment. And Sainz, his pace is going to be limited by us conserving to the max. We don't need to worry about Hamilton at the moment, because we just need to keep him on his normal settings and watch as he gains gradually to Mick Schumacher. A thing that's useful about Hamilton now that he's in last place is the back markers are not in a DRS train, which makes them much easier to overtake. As Daniel Ricciardo once said, I like him vulnerable, and that's exactly what having the back markers set up in that way does for us. Carlos trying to go around the outside. Russell is doing a stellar job for someone who has been conserving this entire stint. 62% tyres left, and Russell should get the DRS if Sainz...
and Ferrari just gained a place.
Who gets it? Nobody. Gasly gets DRS on no car. Oh wait, there's no DRS into this zone yet. They haven't coded that into the game, I think, because they don't have the DRS zones updated. 2023 and 2024 were obviously, but we're playing an older version of the game because old is gold, I guess, and also because I just never spent the money that I wanted to. Nah, I never wanted to buy 23, but 24 we might pre-order it just for the custom team feature. That is one of the best features ever. Russell down the inside of Sainz. He's really good at putting the elbows to the Ferrari, even when he's at full conserve. It's probably being helped by the fact that there's no Red Bull in the picture, but what is this doing to us? It's also letting Leclerc gain massively on us.
Ferrari advance the race position.
Why is it in quotes? I'm talking about F1 Manager 2024. The F1 games released recently, but F1 Manager is going to release soon. I didn't play the 2023 version because it was bad. But the 2024 version I might want to. Sainz is into the pits. Now I think we are free to release a little bit of pace. Okay. Gasly will be behind us. And we will be able to attack with fuel for the rest of the Grand Prix. So let's pull away from Gasly now. Because if Gasly starts repassing us, that's... I need Gasly in the pits this lap. Now that I don't have a car ahead to protect me from him, Gasly has a straight shot at us. But we don't have the 4 DRS zone configuration. And Hamilton is gaining on Mick Schumacher, so let's give him a little more power.
Overtake press. Overtake press.
Let's give him a little bit more power. Hold him off. Come on, down the inside. That's kind of disappointing that he can't pass a Williams in one go. Right, now we play the long game. Russell just has to keep on extending these tyres for as long as they go. That's my plan with him, because I want to be able to attack with these hard tyres at the end. So, let's see, at this level of pace, we can maybe... I don't know when we want to box. No, I don't want the box lap to be 23. Right, we're just going to extend this stint out as long as we can. Because I don't want to match them on a 2-stop now. It's far too late for that. We missed the pit window. So, Hamilton, can he overtake Mick Schumacher? Around the outside, he doesn't have any damage, so this should be a clean move. But he hasn't got it done.
Nice work, Lewis.
Oh, Schumacher's sticking a nose in. He's keeping it. And now Hamilton gets ahead. We'll just use a bit of defense
Mercedes
to stay ahead. Right, and now we're down on battery with Hamilton. So back to neutral we go. Hamilton gets a second helping of DRS. No, he doesn't. Mick Schumacher coming straight back at him. And Hamilton just needs to keep driving at his current pace. Russell will just benefit from driving at the pace he is now. Gasly, Sainz and Leclerc will be in a battle with each other. That's going to be very good for our race if they start battling. Russell, how long can we extend? I want to see, first of all, what the tyre wear is. So we'll see what the tyre wear is at the end of the lap. Hamilton is, where is he? He is holding off Mick Schumacher at the moment. And when Russell crosses the line, his tyre wear will be...
Understood.
47. 2 Ferraris going to battle. Now, if we keep it on a normal one, what does Russell tyre wear go to? It goes to 44 or still on 45?
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Still on 45, so... Nope, it's gone to 44 now, so I think the tyre wear is about just under 4%. So like 3.7 or 3.8% a lap. So at this pace, we can take these tyres for 3 more laps, and then we have to pit. So I will turn up the aggressiveness.
Don't be afraid to use the tyres.
Copy.
Now that... Okay. It says we... Okay. Right. There we go. Right. This will be an audacious strategy if we manage to pull this off, but we're going slightly on the aggressive now with Russell to just gain a little bit of time.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Oh, are you kidding me? Hamilton's been overtaken by Mick Schumacher in a Williams. What has happened to him?
Increase the lifting coast just a little.
You can't pass a Williams? Are you kidding? What, is he on fresher tyres or something? Oh, that's why. Hamilton's on way older tyres. That's why he's getting stuck behind a Williams. But still, mate, you can't be... You have to be joking me. It's a Williams.
And think about less lifting coast.
That's a joke. Right. I think Russell has 2 more laps in these tyres.
So push hard, push hard.
So we'll push them to their max. Right, now we box for hard tyres to the end of the race.
So
These
box,
tyres
box,
won't be in
box.
great shape when he pits, but that's exactly what we want.
Yes, box.
We have taken these tyres for 30
don't
laps
sweat it.
of the race. That is an absolutely beautiful stint pulled off by Russell, and that now makes sure we can stay on a one-stop strategy. Mick Schumacher has overtaken our driver again. Pit window in one lap for
charge.
mediums, but that won't be good. We can't take the mediums to the end. I want to be ahead of Valtteri Bottas, ideally, because I'm not going to be ahead of the Ferrari and the Alpine. Alright, let's see where we filter out. And just into a nice spot on our own. And now we have way fresher hard tyres than the guys in front of us. Look at that. Look at the tyre stint we built up over them.
Okay.
That's how you pull a race stint together. Hamilton and Mick Schumacher in ultimate battle. Hamilton's pretty much ruined his race.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
I don't care. You're battling a Williams. This is embarrassing. You're stuck battling a Williams while your teammate is about to go chase the leaders on much fresher tyres. Wow, Mick Schumacher is really taking the guns to Hamilton. And meanwhile, Verstappen's got himself up into P11. Hamilton's still stuck behind a Williams. I've turned up his pace before, but there was no point. So I'm just going to save the tyres until we pit. Russell, I'm going to let him gain gradually. And now there's 2 Williams instead of just 1. So the only hope I have is boxing and undercutting. So I will just have to manage our tyres and undercut them later on. Or if they stop before us, we overcut. So Russell will gradually gain. Now there's 1 Williams in the pits, so they boxed very, very early. Is this to go to the end of the race? We'll see when Tsunoda exits the pit lane. Because I can't believe I'm actually having to think about Williams' strategy. They're on mediums. Those are not going to make it to the end. Or at least not easily. So we can gradually eke out the stint. 1.8 seconds, 1.6, 1.4. That's exactly what we're looking for.
For Mercedes.
Don't care.
So you got fastest.
Nice. Russell is driving a beautiful race at the moment. Hamilton ruined his own race, but Russell is driving exactly the race that I want him to. And Mick Schumacher repassing Lewis Hamilton. That is something of a joke. There's nothing I can do. I can't push the tyres because I need to box for mediums eventually. And if I push, I'm just wasting tyre life while they still stay in DRS. So I'll let Russell get in DRS range. Now he is in DRS range, so we'll make sure he's securely there. And now I think they're going to box again, so I am going to put everything on conserve.
You're fastest man on track.
Right, they are going to box again.
Come
Mark my words, those top 3 are going to box, and if they don't, then I'm going to have a massive tyre advantage on them. Hamilton gaining on Schumacher. Can he get past? No, he can't. I can't believe I'm actually having to say these sentences. Max Verstappen into the pits. Is he going to come out ahead of Hamilton? That would be the ultimate embarrassment. And Hamilton pulls out alongside, and Verstappen is out ahead of Hamilton. So, yep, this has really turned into a lost hopes. Right, we have far extended into the stint that I wanted. Now, if we box Hamilton right now, right, so let's bin off that stint. Let's say we pit on lap 38. Now those mediums can comfortably make it to the end. Looks like it, right? So, what we're gonna do is we finally give him the green light. It's hammer time, baby. Hammer time for Hamilton, and now he should pull away from Mick Schumacher. I couldn't do this before because I didn't want to wear out the tyres. Tyre strategy, ever important in Formula 1. Now, Hamilton, when do I want to pit him? I could stop him this lap. I'll pit him this lap. I think now is our best chance of pitting. He will be out in last place because he has not put us a good race together at all. And Russell still following the leaders. Lewis Hamilton out of the pit lane, and now we can push the tyres. Not yet though. Is Mick Schumacher going to stay out to the end? Hamilton's not getting any points regardless, so yep. Is it worth retiring the car? I can just retire him if I want to, can't I? Where is it? Option to just quit. There has to be an option to just quit with Hamilton. There's no point racing. We're racing for nothing.
Perez in the pit lane.
Where is it? Where is it? I give up with this guy. There's no point. Well, I want to save the engine and stuff. No. I thought he'd make a comeback, but he hasn't done that. He just got stuck behind a Williams. And fair enough, the Williams had fresher tyres, but the car advantage should be good enough. And now these tyres are so much fresher. Russell does not need to box unless we have a disaster. Right. There seems to be no option in these menus to retire the car. Avoid curbs, clean air. Oh, Leclerc into the pit lane. That is a key one.
Leclerc in the pit lane now.
Right. Where do I want? Estimated stop time, total pit time, competitors, tyres, for softs, and right. I'll try this again. Oh wait, more options. That's where you go. More options. Retire car. Don't know. I might not. Mick Schumacher comes out way behind us. Oh my god, I have to stay out to make sure they don't take the fastest lap off us. Fastest lap point, critical right now. Okay, so we'll give it everything we got, full beans, to take the fastest lap. Okay, Hamilton should overtake Schumacher on this straight. No wait, that's Tsunoda. And Tsunoda pitted, I think. Yeah, he pitted for new mediums. So now we try pull away with a fastest lap. And is it fastest lap?
You have fastest lap.
There we go. Great job.
Just gonna need some lift and coast.
Right. Now, that's the key. Only do one fast lap. This game's pretty realistic in the sense that if you burn your tyres out early, they never recover. Leclerc on fresh mediums. We can box Hamilton for softs at the end if we want him to. Just as an FYI to myself. Now, Russell, way fresher tyres. We can start pushing the fuel load, I forgot that.
Let's lift and coast.
Copy.
Oh, Hamilton
It's
behind
a race
Lance
position
Stroll.
gained for a Mercedes.
Stroll's got fresher tyres, though. Oh, Hamilton round the outside! You beauty! Can you get it done? Yes, yes, yes. Ahead of Lance Stroll.
Mercedes moved up a place.
And Lance Stroll's coming straight back at him, and he's overtaken him. We had our hopes up for a sec, but those hopes have been dashed pretty quickly.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Gotta be careful of Leclerc. Oh, sector 1. Hamilton overtakes Stroll. Nothing happened in sector 1.
I think there's been a lock-up.
Nobody cares. Okay. We're pushing everything we got. Russell takes the lead. Now, how long do I want to take this on for? Leclerc's gaining
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Okay. That...
And think about the shifting coast.
Done.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Oh, Hamilton's fuel. Oh no, I forgot that. Right, Russell can start pushing pretty soon now. I want to push to get away from these cars. There we go. Lap 54, oh, full beans, okay. No, wait, where are we with Russell? Go to George Russell, and down the inside. Alright, full beans to the end.
So push hard this lap.
Copy.
Okay, and then from next lap, I'll let you use whatever battery you want, mate. And that's how you win a race. Yeah, of course I'll still be at it. I'll always be going for it. Now, Russell sets off, and the strategy has worked perfectly. Russell pulling away from Sainz, and Russell now has the race win almost secured. And Hamilton in pursuit of Zhou Guanyu. He's his favourite driver, because he's Chinese. Tyres. Nobody cares, Russell. Right? Is that fastest lap? What's...
So watch out for DRS.
A 20.3.
Copy.
That's how much tyre life we were able to save from this car. And Hamilton has got a lot of tyre life as well,
And
so we'll toss them around the outside. And Lewis Hamilton has got the position on Zhou Guanyu. And now next car to chase with only 2 laps to go is Kevin Magnussen. I think I could have boxed for the mediums a little bit earlier. Looks like I have more tyre life than I needed.
One more lap.
And same thing with Russell, but Russell's pulling away really easily. And George Russell will be around the final corner.
Battery at the moment.
Yeah, I know. Can we get Magnussen on the last lap? It's going to be a big ask. We're gaining on the Haas, gaining. Hamilton in a fight for P13. And Verstappen, where is he? P10. So Verstappen did manage to get back up into the points, but I've made sure with Hamilton that he does not get a fastest lap credit. George Russell wins the Australian Grand Prix. What a race. Let's go. That was absolute perfection with the strategy there. Conserve the tyres, wait for them to run out, and then bang, pull the trigger, get away from all of them, and that's how you win a race. Hamilton with a nice move on the Haas.
Russell wins it. First over the line. We can take a look
Let's
now.
go.
And coming in first, it's George Russell.
Honestly, even their harshest critic would be hard-pressed to say that they didn't thoroughly deserve that win.
You beauty. I was helped a little bit by Hamilton taking out Verstappen, but a win is a win. And Hamilton crossing the line now, P13 from last. Pretty poor recovery, and crosses the line.
We have a checkered flag now.
Sorry guys, I gave it everything.
It's been a tough day, mate.
What do you mean? It's your own fault. You drove into Max Verstappen and you took both of your cars out. That's what happened. So, is it really did you give it everything? A great race from Russell though. Absolutely well managed. That's what Formula 1 is about. Managing the strategy. We pulled off a one-stop to perfection, and Russell now in the lead of the championship, Hamilton down to P6. And maybe, who knows, we can make George Russell a champion. And Russell, 2 podiums, 2 wins, a fastest lap. Hamilton has the other 2 fastest laps. Every fastest lap has stayed with us. Ferrari gaining on us in the constructors, though. They pulled off a very good race themselves. Admittedly, Charles Leclerc shouldn't have stopped again, but other than that, Ferrari did an excellent race. And there's the strategy in all its beauty. Take the mediums for 30 laps, and then just have fresher hard tyres to go send it at the end. Lando Norris doing the reverse. And Max Verstappen, look, he had to pit early because of our little collision. Without that collision, we'd have probably been in with a shot of a 1-2. But it's hard to say what would have happened. And Oscar Piastri gets another development point. That's what we want to see. Russell, car 2, finish 3rd or higher. There we go. And that's how you run a race. Next race is... I don't know what race, actually. I need to see what race it is. Requires response. Technical regulation changes. Imola in a few days' time. Now, what do I want to vote for? Low speed downforce changes or high speed downforce changes? Okay. With a focus on reducing overall downforce generated. Reduce all design expertise. Please vote with consideration to the fairness of Formula 1 as a whole. Now, I want high speed downforce changes because we're already weak and I don't want to lose our low speed advantage. We have better low speed than the cars that we race against, and I don't want to lose that. So with voting for Formula 1 and its fairness, high speed downforce changes are a go. Markers red, like I do with all my real life emails. We're at performance targets qualifying. We got P2 and P3 last time, but I don't think we'll be quite as strong. I think P5 for both drivers. It's still a pretty tough goal, but if we have both drivers performing at their best, we can definitely do this. Every race, one of our drivers has a stinker. That's the problem we've got right now. We can't get consistency with both drivers. And Oscar Piastri, let's up his... We don't need control. Cornering, braking, reactions. Seems about right. We are building a super team at Mercedes. 3rd fastest to leading the Constructors' Championship. That's what we want. Right. Front wing design is done. Right. Manufacturing 10 days time. So we have enough time to manufacture about 5 front wings. And trust me, we're going to need them, considering Hamilton lost his front wing in Australia. So, chassis, we are still on the 1st edition? Now we have a chassis. Wait, did I emergency manufacture that, but then not put it on the car? No, wait, that was the side pods. I put that on the car. Okay. Right, more design projects. Here we go. Design, what do I want? We already have underfloor, so we have 2 more slots. Rear wing, front wing, a new chassis or a new suspension? I'm thinking a new rear wing. Oh, that's interesting though. We don't want to use up 30 days. What's the shortest time? 40 days. Suspension, 25 days. That's a quick one. Right, we just leave them as it is because we don't want to do any cheating with the sliders. Using the sliders is basically cheating, let's face it. Right. Now, 20 days. What does that get us to? Miami Grand Prix. Do I want to get this in time for Miami? Hell yeah. Alright, available engineers 5, 18 days. And Miami Grand Prix is in 24, so we should have them both. Okay. If we rush development, we could get it well in time for Miami. Okay. Don't know. I don't know. Decisions. Right. 20 days is fine. Chassis. Those new side pods could have been the difference between victory and a loss. So I'm happy we got them on. Side pods take a while. Rear wing. No wait. How long does rear wing take? 50 days. That's the longest one. Front wing takes 50 days as well. Chassis is the quickest upgrade we can do right now. Nice and speedy. Right. Get it down to 20 days exactly. And I want to get this on for Miami, so we'll rush that. I should have rushed the other one. Is there still an option to rush the suspension? Nah, no chance. Right, confirm. Oh, you could actually edit the project, but you can't make them rush it after you tell them to start it, so... Right, we should get these front wing upgrades on for Imola, and that's everything we need. Research period open, and that will be for the regulations next season. Obviously we have a shortage. I just started manufacturing them. What did you expect? Wait, what? Did I damage a rear wing? Did I? I'm not sure. Rear wing in warehouse. Okay, let's get 2 of them just to be safe. And that's us. No. Regulations vote results. Manufacturing complete. It didn't even want us to say the results. That's a weird one. And just in time for Friday, every upgrade we wanted on for this race has arrived in perfect timing.
What time wake up?
What do you think it? Now let's see. Voted high-speed downforce changes. Ferrari, Alpine, Haas, Alfa Romeo voted against it. We voted for it, and our vote possibly decided it. Okay, Russell topped by 3 points. Every race has been won by Mercedes so far. I hope we can continue that streak. Right, let's car performance, car parts development, current projects. Let's get the manufactured parts on. We have enough chassis. Underfloor. The new suspension, we already have a new suspension. What were we looking for? I got lost. Oh, here we go. Car performance. Nope. I managed the build. Got lost very easily. So chassis updated. Front wing. We have a new front wing on for Imola. That's a useful upgrade. We're gradually getting this car closer and closer to the Red Bull pace. They just haven't had a chance to show it because they got taken out. I thought that was quite funny when it happened. I'm not sure they'd see it the same way. If we have a bad quali, then we can take grid pens. I didn't do the grid pen loophole at the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix, which you can do. So we will take them fairly.
The hills of Tuscany are green to the south, but here in Imola the air is red hot. Welcome to Ferrari's turf for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. The track has been around since the 60s, but the first official Formula One race was held here in 1980. Let's see what excitement lies ahead this year. This is Imola, and it's an old school track with plenty of elevation changes and lots of corners. There's only one DRS zone here, but it follows the long straight right before Tamburello and should see plenty of action. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
Right, we can skip practice, skip quali and everything.
Welcome back as we continue our race weekend. Practice has finished and qualifying is hot on its heels. While everyone will be talking about the battle for pole, there is still so much to be contested here today. Qualifying presents a tremendous opportunity for all 10 constructors and their drivers, as a strong performance now will put them in good stead for tomorrow's race.
Oh my God.
So get yourselves comfortable, it's going to be quite the ride.
P3 and P4. Nice, nice. Russell pumping in the most laps. I feel like Hamilton needs it more though, considering he didn't even get to drive. That's just me though. Okay. Way too much oversteer. Nice. That should be fine. Q1. The Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. I forgot to send Russell out. There we go. Both cars out on circuit. Okay, first run. Solid. That's safe. We're safe. We're totally safe with that. We'll make it, we'll make it. Alpine are cooking. They can't improve by 6 tenths.
Session is over.
Mediums again.
Please give us a radio check on the backup radio.
Yep.
A lot of drivers going out straight away. I tried going out straight away, but I have the first box, so I couldn't. Gasly on a used set. Do we need to go out again? Do we genuinely need to? I genuinely don't think we need to. This should be safe. Yeah, let's not go out. I think that's safe. We're about to find out. This could be a bit risky. Safe as expected. They found a lot of improvement from Q1 to Q2 there, but the knockout time was still the same. Traction. Front wing literally changes everything about the car. Waiting for a good time to exit the garage. Russell to be the second car. Alright, full beans. And Hamilton goes pole! Oh, wow. Can Russell follow? P3. There we go. Now we must go out again. That estimated pole time doesn't make sense. We've already beaten their estimate. That makes no sense.
Let's push.
Yep.
Why are they not using their battery? What? Can Hamilton extend it? No, he can't. Can Russell? Yes, he can! George Russell goes pole! What? It's a Mercedes 1-2 now. You beauty. And looks like it's just better to...
It's time for the final touches here on the grid.
Right. We should probably check the reports for strategy. strategy. Softs are not great, but they can work. Even suggesting a 2-stop. I can't use mediums twice now. I don't have 2 sets of mediums, so... That's a lie. I don't have 2 sets of mediums. $19.44. Let's just make sure we have this as strategy option. Maybe we want to split our strategies a little bit. But 7 seconds quicker is starting on the mediums. I'll start on the hards, and I'll use a fresh set of mediums. Right, so Russell to start on the hards? No, Hamilton to start on the hards. And then Russell to start on the mediums. The great thing about starting on the hards is it gives you control of the race, but from the front we can control the pace how we see fit. Okay. Split the strategies. Make sure we give them both a chance.
It's sunny and bright. The crowd are on their feet in anticipation of this, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Alright, Verstappen on the mediums, everyone else behind on the hards. So this does become a race of helping George Russell pull away. And we have kept the 1-2 with both our drivers. That's exactly what we were looking for. Just want to make sure
Increase lift and coast.
optimum back speed.
Yeah.
Oh no, Verstappen already. Oh, Verstappen, no. Verstappen's got us already.
Red Bull moved up.
No. Go. Overtake him, please. I made a mistake of putting you on harvest.
DRS
Come on.
has been enabled.
He can't get him, can he?
That is fastest lap. So just charge that pack.
Yeah, I am. Verstappen's behind George Russell at the moment, but we're going to try just conserve them and back off the pace because we want them nice and close. Hamilton's lost DRS. That could spell trouble if there's a Ferrari in the mirrors and a Ferrari coming at Hamilton. Oh no, and the Ferrari backs out, so we are safe. And Verstappen has now passed Russell for the lead.
Reduce lift and coast.
Coming.
Okay.
Just push.
It's a race position gained for a Mercedes.
Well, let's back him up then. Back him up into Lewis Hamilton. Really push him to use his tyres, you know.
Let's lift and coast.
Yeah, copy.
Right, what we're gonna do, max attack, overtake both cars, try get that 1-2 back. Put Hamilton on deploy instead, it doesn't matter. Russell has the DRS to get past. Hamilton has DRS too. Is he gonna make the move? No, he's not. He's backed out. What a waste of all that pushing for nothing. I'll just go back into conserve mode then.
Mercedes moved up a place.
I don't mind if your battery's fully charged, that's not the point. The point is, I want you backing him up.
No need to charge.
Yeah.
Come on, get past. Oh yeah, we could tell Hamilton don't fight teammate. I thought I told you don't fight teammate. I told you not to fight him. Don't, are you deaf? Okay, Hamilton needs to pick up the pace a bit. He's going to lose DRS at this rate. But Russell is putting Verstappen under pressure. Just have to let...
You have fastest lap.
Right. Russell into the lead.
Definitely broke your game here. Well done. Proud of you.
Okay. If harvesting battery is really risky, signs might be onto us. Russell, Verstappen. Fight's pretty clear and settled. Okay.
Stop the charge.
Red Bull moved up.
We could be at the tyre crossover point pretty soon. Hamilton. Nice ability to just ride on board with the action. Oh wait, Hamilton has to be way more careful than Russell at this stage.
And think about let's lift and coast.
Okay, Russell's a lot more liable to losing DRS at the moment. But we always close it up, so no issues.
Easily the fastest there by country mile.
On conserve mode. Let that sink in. Right, Russell's building out the advantage in terms of fuel load. If a safety car comes, I would box Russell.
I think we've had a car run wide.
His signs is on hard, so he ain't hitting anytime soon. And Russell back into the lead ahead of Max Verstappen.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Get ready to pull the pin, Russell, because we're going to have you off in a rocket very, very shortly. And Verstappen is boxing. Hamilton now gets DRS on Russell. Right, now is the time to pull the pin with.
So Verstappen in the pit lane now. So use these tyres.
Copy.
That
All right,
sounds like
Hamilton,
someone's
if you're
gone wide
fast,
there.
if you're faster, pass him.
So push hard.
Copy.
And Russell pitting. Hamilton now release. Hamilton released, go set some fast laps. And Sector 3 has a yellow flag, that yellow
Was
flag
that a
has
lock
been
up on the track?
cleared up nicely. And Russell out way ahead of Verstappen. What an overcut. What an overcut. Outlap critical, need to get away from them. And we are away and clear.
be afraid to use the tyres.
Okay.
So you got fastest.
Covering.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Right, push hard now.
Copy.
And that's Mercedes gaining ground.
So box, 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 box.
So this lap.
We can just chill.
And
This
that's
is
the lockup.
Hamilton. Is he going to be out ahead of Verstappen? Yes, he will be. That's how you run a perfect race.
Losing ground.
Red Bull gained a place.
Just push. Just keep the pressure on Lewis. You can do this.
Seems to have been a lockup.
That is fastest lap.
Easy 1-2. Both cars have gone past the pit lane, so all these
that
yellow
a
flags will
lockup?
make me worried. Oh. Right. Now we can sit here and chill to the end of the Grand Prix. Fast lap, race win, pretty much we have it all. Just so operationally superior to these guys at the moment.
I think someone's run wide.
We're just doing all the right things as a team at the moment. Including...
I think there's been a lockup.
Yeah. It's... Oh! Russell! Russell! Oh, that's gifted the lead to Hamilton. Oh, George Russell, you don't want to do that.
They've locked
Oh,
up and gone straight on.
oh
Here's
no.
the replay.
Let's see.
Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
And looks
they've
like
locked
Russell's
up.
crumbled
They
under
won't have been
pressure
happy about
from
that.
Hamilton behind. And he gets back on track, but he has
That's
now.
going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover?
Yeah, we'll be fine. But that's gifted Hamilton the lead. Hamilton has kept it on the track and has taken the race lead after George Russell. Oh, again! Again, he's done it twice in a row! Russell, what are you doing? Twice in a
Lock up
row?
on the track. Let's take
You
a
have
closer
got
look.
to be kidding me.
Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
Again.
Just a bit too heavy on the brakes, and they've locked up.
At least he didn't stop in the grass, but that's crazy. He's done it twice. Don't tell me he does it again. At this rate, he is going to lose the place, but
And one more lap.
there we go. Last lap for Hamilton, and we can burn off all this excess tyre. And this is now a lap to celebrate our first
So push hard.
1-2
We might
of
stop
the
you.
season.
Yeah.
So we're low on battery at the moment.
Lewis Hamilton wins the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Russell
Let's
finishing
take a look
second.
at the replay. And at the end of that final lap, Hamilton has secured the win.
What an amazing finish to a thrilling race. It's a real testament to their skill and the team's engineering.
Lovely. You beauty.
This is a result truly worthy of a champion for Lewis Hamilton.
Let's go. 8-time champ, and that's confirmed because we won the championship with him in the last game. Right, I'm happy with the streaming we've done today, so I'll turn this off now. See ya.